Hello. Well, question for you. Who's watching your kids today? Kind of a public awareness thing I want to do. You know, with this lockdown and this social distancing and all of this that's going on, we're all forced to change our lifestyle, our working environment, and all those things. And I'm wondering how many people are now having a different babysitter, leaving their kids someplace they wouldn't normally leave them, and those kind of things. You know, I've seen so much of this crazy stuff that people do to children, the abuse that children have been exposed to. I've seen so much of that. I've been around law enforcement all of my life, spent the majority of my life in law enforcement, but I've been around it, as you know, if you watch my videos, all my life, basically. And this whole kidnapping, molesting of children, the trafficking world and all this seems to be on a rise, seems to be a trend or something. Wow. So I just wanted to make sure that as a parent, you've got this at the forefront of your mind every day, basically. So make sure you've educated your children in the stranger danger world, and they know how to deal with that stuff. Make sure they understand what inappropriate touching is. Of course, this is common sense, but I just want to do a reminder because things are changing. The new norm is too weird right now, and it may continue for a long time. But they need to know what inappropriate conversation, inappropriate touching is, and those kind of things. I would suggest that every day when you pick up your kids, if they've been with a babysitter of some type, I would suggest that you have a conversation with them every day. What did you do today? Anything new today? Anybody else come to the house today? Who all was there today? What did you talk about? I'd have a conversation. And if you know your children, which we hope you do, you should pick up on anything that's different, any change in their behavior, any new words that they're using, a sudden interest in private parts or of their own or maybe of others. Those are signals that something's going on and you need to investigate. Did you learn any new games today? Because these strange people that like to mess with children like to call it a game. And then, of course, it's a secret, So you might ask your kids, do you have any secrets? And you'll be able to tell by their reaction. The look on their face. I'm not supposed to talk about the secret. So these are things that every parent should be aware of, and this is just a reminder. Because we're seeing so much of it. I hate to do promos of any kind. I hate when a video gets interrupted by a promo. But as you know, if you pay attention to my videos, I had a video up a month or so ago, a couple months ago, I guess. It was getting 2,000 to 3,000 views a day. And I must have hit on something relevant. Or maybe I got too close to the truth on something along these lines that we're talking about right now. And I went from thousands of views a day to a handful. So I'm trying to be careful what I say so that that doesn't happen again, because I've got a lot of information I'd like to share, but I don't know what's going on. So anyway, please hit the like, subscribe to the channel, share this with others, and please keep comments coming. That's what motivates me, is your input, and you guys have some great input, as I've said. So enough of that. I've worked around this stuff so many cases, so many times. or heard about it from other officers through the years. It's just the abuse that children are put through. And it's, like I say, it's almost a trend. And so often, it's not maybe a babysitter. It's a family member, a teacher, a counselor, a pastor, a scout leader, a priest, God only knows, a neighbor. But so often it's a family member. So I just wanted to make sure that you are watching your little ones and that you're having those conversations with them. Any new words that they come with would show that something's changed. Someone's introduced them to something. And maybe it's another child, but still that would be a concern. What's going on with that other child? So, you know, in the town I live in, I see kids in the park. I see them walking down the street, 6, 8-year-olds. Perfect target for that nefarious character out there. And they're out there, believe me. And they come up and they may look like the angel from heaven. Can you help me find my puppy? Now, what kid can resist that? When in fact, it could be the evil one himself hidden behind that statement. So make sure your kids are aware of this stranger danger thing. Don't get caught up in it. I don't know how you deal with it. I'm going to leave that to you. I just felt that at this time of year, the holiday season, we're visiting relatives. We're at grandma's house, aunt and uncle's house, friend's house. Kids are playing off in other rooms, being left with people they're not normally being left with. I just thought this was an appropriate time to bring this to the forefront again, because I'm afraid we're going to hear the nightmares here in the next few weeks of what's happened to children during the holidays in these unusual situations that they're not used to. They're being exposed to people they're not usually with. So please take note, talk to your kids. If you're a grandparent, talk to your kids about how they're dealing with their children, your grandchildren. So, I don't know where these people come from, how this obsession with children gets embedded in people's personality. I guess somehow through the media. I'm not sure. Anyway, that's it. I'll make this short. It's just during this holiday season, I just felt like I needed to get this out there and maybe have you just have the antenna up a little more concerned, a little more aware of where your kids are and what they're doing. But throughout the year, same thing. So please hit the like, subscribe to the channel if you like what I'm doing, and please share it with others, and please keep the comments coming. So, don't really know what else to say. Hope the holidays go well for you, and we can all get back to whatever normal used to be. Hard for us to remember, I guess. But this will pass, as all things do. So, have a good day, and I'll talk to you again soon.